The 2025 Umno General Assembly is now underway at the World Trade Center, Kuala Lumpur. And as delegates stream in and debates unfold, one thing is clear: this assembly is not just about speeches, but about reckoning. Over the past few days, UMNO's top leadership has been unusually candid about where the party stands and where it needs to go next. At the heart of it all is Party President Datuk Seri Zahid Hamidi, who told delegates that UMNO can no longer pretend politics is what it used to be. The party, he said, must accept today's political reality, one that requires cooperation beyond Barisan Nasional, even as UMNO prepares for the 16th general election next year. But that openness comes with boundaries. Deputy President Datuk Seri Mohamad Hasan, better known as Tok Mat, drew those lines clearly. He warned that political cooperation, including within unity government, is not a free pass. UMNO, he said, will not compromise on its red lines, the special position of Malays and Bumiputra, the sanctity of Islam and the sovereignty of the Malay rulers. Inside the hall, another message kept resurfacing: survival depends on change. Zahid himself admitted UMNO must abandon all campaign habits and fully embrace social media if it wants to remain relevant, especially with younger voters who live and think online. That call was echoed by UMNO Information Chief Datuk Seri Othman Zahid, who proposed something bold: a dedicated digital wing, formally embedded into party structure to navigate an increasingly hostile and complex online political landscape. Now, at the same time, UMNO leaders were also asking members to look inward. Vice President Datuk Seri Johari Abdul Ghani reminded delegates that UMNO is no longer the political giant it once was, and that internal divisions can no longer be afforded. Unity, he said, is no longer optional. Meanwhile, Tok Mat laid out a more hands-on roadmap: Wanita as household economic problem solvers, Pemuda as policy watchdogs, and Putri as the party's digital bridge to the younger generation, a sign that UMNO is trying to translate rhetoric into ground-level action. Behind closed doors, Zahid also signalled major strategic shifts, from Barisan Nasional contesting GE16 on its own footing to being open to welcoming back former UMNO leaders, subject to delegates' approval, of course. As PAU 2025 continues until Saturday, the message from this assembly so far is unmistakable. UMNO knows the ground beneath it has shifted, and whether it adapts in time may well determine its future in Malaysian politics. That's just part of the story. For full coverage, analysis and exclusive reporting from PAU 2025, read New Straits Times.